Scorpios, welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and jump straight into your reading. Of course, any information that you may be looking for will be listed in the description box, and I will try to include it in the comment section, okay? But if you want to see future readings, my live shows, whenever I post here on my channel, hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to get notified. But let's jump in. I have the Page of Pentacles as the first card, if I can talk. The Page of Pentacles representing the first card. So you're in a space to where you are desiring more for yourself. You have an idea of what you want to work towards in terms of your career, your goals, okay? You could have a vision of what you would like to see manifesting your love life, just a vision of what you want your life to look like as a whole. And yes, you're at the beginning of your journey of figuring it all out and getting started on these, projects and plans and whatnot, but you're starting to realize too that you need to have some sort of tangible plan, or that there's just more to life than maybe boxing yourself into a certain way of doing things and a certain way of being. Okay. You could also have a friends with benefits situation that you're kind of questioning whether or not this person is maybe genuine or may have the same desires for what you may see for this connection. Like you could have the desires to be with this person long term, and it could almost feel like maybe you guys don't have, the same long-term goals, and that could be a question. Also have the Lovers. So there could be a earth sign, Gemini of importance over the next couple of days or so, but there's some sort of crucial choice that you're having to make between two people, two jobs, two houses, two choices or two options here. You're having to choose between them and having to weigh out the pros and cons, and not from an emotional place, not even from mainly a logical place, but a balance between the heart and mind in terms of what makes the most sense is what you're having to choose. Okay. You could also be trying to leave it up to God when it comes to how a relationship is going to play out between you and someone. You could really pray that there's still potential for a relationship to grow and evolve, but maybe you guys have been estranged or things have not been the best. And it's just been this like, okay, if it's meant to be, it will be thing going on. Yeah, I have the Nine of Pentacles. So you could be single, you could be trying to, explore your options, but maybe you're not feeling like you're manifesting someone who you truly connect with or who has the same, again, morals or desires that you may have. Some of you are purposely choosing to be single because you're in a season of just doing you, focusing on your finances, focusing on your money, because that's what you feel like is what's going to bring you the most level of security. You could be also trying to get into your person's mind. Are they wanting to be single? Are they wanting to take a break? Especially if they do things more on an independent basis as of recently. Now, it's money moves that you guys also want to make, but you could be feeling like you need more funding or more money to actually take action on this, okay? With the Knight of Swords, though, be careful of people who have a snappy temper and they want to maybe verbally take their anger out on you or go off. Okay, be careful of you personally going into moments of being like really irritated and just being a lot more snappy and blunt with your words in a forceful way. Okay, this could be like arguments that are just started up though by like certain individuals that could again be a source of irritation. Okay. Also with the Knight of Swords, this is a reminder to not be so hell-bent on the goal itself and what you're trying to achieve that you lose sight of the journey or even the little things that, if you pay closer attention to while being in the process of achieving this goal, you would have noticed, X, Y, and Z, and it would have helped you out and got you a lot further. Okay. Slow and steady wins the race is the reminder with this card. Also have the Ace of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Six of Cups. So yeah, you could also be more in tune with your emotions during this time frame. You could have a moment where you shed a tear or two because, you know, maybe you're overwhelmed with good emotion, where you're happy for where you're at and what you've gotten out of, and, you know, your process itself. Or you could be overwhelmed with emotion in the sense of like being able to finally let go of pent up feelings and, you know, emotions that you never got to cry out and feel. It's a time where you're not able to just kind of brush off your feelings or ignore how you feel. It's going to be loud. And you just want to be careful what you do in those emotional moments too. But you could also have a chance to express your love for someone, or someone could be trying to express their love for you. This feels like a soulmate connection, or someone who you have like a really deep understanding of, like they understand you to the core and you understand them to the core. This could be the person you have children with, someone you have a soulmate connection with, a long-term relationship where, you know, you guys may have grew up together, or you guys grew together. So many lessons were encapsulated in the relationship. Okay, I'm getting Pisces energy with that. Doesn't really have to be that zodiac sign, but let's pull an oracle card for you guys. What's the oracle message for my Scorpios they need to hear? Scorpios, what's the oracle message they need to hear? So we have metamorphosis. So this wouldn't be a Scorpio reading if we didn't get any energy about change, evolving, and all of that. So let's go ahead and read this real quick. So metamorphosis says, you are in the process of deep and beautiful change. Butterflies earn their wings through great effort. The process of change is often painful, for it is never without losses and sacrifices. If you are to transform from one form to another, a part of you needs to die. Letting go isn't easy, especially when you're used to thinking a certain way about your life and how you live in it. Just as a snake sheds its dead skin or a caterpillar dies so that a butterfly can be born, you're required to release your old ideas and embrace a necessary change so you can live your best life. Perhaps you're being asked to let go of low self-worth, a dream that no longer serves you, a relationship that is draining, or unhealthy habits. Despite your fear, you must accept that this is a transformational time for you. There will be some loss involved, but you'll love what you become. So yes, this is a reminder that, look, in the process of change, it is uncomfortable, mainly because a version of ourselves is essentially passing away and a newer version of us is emerging, and there's people who are not going to resonate with that new version of you. And you know, those habits that you used to have that may have been comforting and that may have been a crutch, you no longer have those things. So it can be a very uncomfortable process, but in the end, and you accepting the fact that we are ever so changing and that you have to remain moldable, that's how you're going to tap into true success and true happiness out of life. Because only when you are in a space of resistance are you truly your most unhappy. But this is what I see. I hope that this was helpful and did give you some insight. If you enjoyed this reading, thumbs it up, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.